Exotic Motorcars presents Living Better, brought to you by Reverse Mortgage Works and Dr. Clarence Caldwell's Mindset Masterclass. A healthier lifestyle lets you live a longer, happier life. Hi everyone, I'm Sandy Newton. Let's get started living better. Featuring Dr. Joseph Scherger, Eisenhower family physician and owner and medical director of Restore Health Disease Reversal.
Living better is living a happier, healthier, and longer life. Thank you for joining us on this journey.
And featuring Chef David Horgan, creative executive chef at PS Underground.
Welcome to our PS Underground kitchen. I'm here with Dr. Brosfield, and we're going to show you how to make a nice, healthy appetizer platter that's a great part of a healthy diet.
Also featuring Dr. Clarence Caldwell, mindset wellness coach to entrepreneurs and corporate executives.
Give when you can. Giving is a two-way street. When you give, you receive at the same time.
Enjoy your life living better. Today's guest is Lauren Del Sarto, founder and publisher of Desert Health magazine, which focuses on a healthy lifestyle.
Today we have a very special guest, Lauren Del Sarto. She is the founder and publisher of Desert Health, that wonderful newspaper that you see every 2 months. So Laura, welcome. I'm delighted to have you.
Well, thank you, Dr. Joe. It's delightful to be here.
Tell the audience about yourself, your background, and how you came to create Desert Health.
Sure. Well, like many, we moved to the desert to retire early. And after 8 months, got very bored and decided we needed to go back to work. And one of the things I did when I came down here was starting to really look at all the natural health options that were available here. Naturopathic medicine, everything from just acupuncture to foot baths and the mineral spas and all of it. And I thought, boy, this is a pretty unique place. And I also saw how big the medical community was. And I just had the idea there really should be a medium to promote the natural medicine to the same level as the medical traditional allopathic medicine. And it just happened to be the same way of thinking that many in the medical community were also thinking. And integrative medicine was starting at the same time, so it really was just the right thing at the right time.
Now, you will remember you came and met with me. I was vice president for primary care at Eisenhower, a very mainstream doctor at the time.
Yeah.
And you came to meet with me to tell me what you're doing. And I expressed concern about your commitment to science and whether or not you would be able to bring together the mainstream medical community with the alternative medicine community, because I'd never seen it happen in publications. Usually there's the alternative press
Right.
and the mainstream press.
Right.
You've worked what I consider a miracle by actually now sustained for more than a decade a publication that we mainstream providers are there, and we alternative medicine providers, I can count myself. You actually introduced the Valley to the fact that I embraced wheat belly a long time ago. Right. and began to change who I was as a doctor, and I'm very grateful for that. But you know, how have you negotiated that path with naturopaths and the mainstream medical community?
Well, I didn't leave all of the education and knowledge to my writing. I turned to the practitioners here locally, and my background is that I had a marketing and advertising agency up in the San Francisco Bay Area for 10 years. So I knew how to bring things and pieces together and to present them. And all of the editorial, as you know, in Desert Health is written by local healthcare practitioners and doctors. All of the people who contribute to the paper, I think, really share the same goal of getting the consumer to educate themselves. Because I think you experienced as well that doctors don't want people to throw up their hands and say, tell me what to do. They want them to be their own advocates. There were a couple of things that I went into it as. Number one, we were going to have strict guidelines for editorial that was submitted, so it's all educational and not self-promotional. Number two, that it was really going to be the positive aspect. We didn't want it to be a gloom and doom, you need to do this. So we require that all of the editorial look at the positive aspect of a subject, whether it's a new service or product that's out there, whether it's looking at a specific condition or disease. What are the options? What are the resources? And that's the third thing. We really wanted it to be a local resource. And so therefore, having the local practitioners contribute editorial really works well.
Well, Lauren Del Sardo is going to be back with us next week to share more about her personal story with health and more information about Desert Health.
If you'd like to join thousands of people living better with the all-new lower-cost reverse or retirement mortgage, call Mark and Brian with Reverse Mortgage Works. We are local, licensed, certified professionals. Call to receive your free quote and learn about a retirement mortgage today.
Hi, I'm Henry.
And I'm Steve. Together we represent Exotic Motor Cars here in Palm Springs. For the last 30 years, we've been the Valley's leading supplier of pre-owned exotic, luxury and classic cars.
Don't just dream it, drive it.
Welcome to Desert Outreach Synagogue, the voice of the valley. A place called home to anyone who needs one. A place of incredible music, community, conversation, and connection. Come join us. You already belong.
Want to play better golf, tennis, pickleball, improve your focus? Well, you might want to check your brain. A 10-minute brain recording can reveal your brain speed, and together we'll make a plan to up your game.
Mastering your mindset will enhance the abundance and fullness of your life. Join my Mindset Masterclass to enhance your commitment, your courage, and your confidence to become all you were meant to be.
Cornerstone Insurance Services is an independent brokerage firm that represents dozens of insurance carriers for all lines of insurance. We want to be your personal insurance agent to help navigate your best options and benefits.
Bobby Botina's Mexican and American Grill, now at the River and Rancho Mirage. Bobby Botina's, live entertainment, great food, cool vibes. See you at Bobby Botina's.
You know, Chef Dave cooks for hundreds of people each week at his PS Underground Dinner Theater events. And now he's going to share some of his favorite recipes with you.
Welcome to our PS Underground kitchen. I'm here with a very special guest, Dulce McMillan. She's my fitness and nutrition coach, and we're going to prepare one of the recipes that I pretty much lived off of when I was going through the nutrition program.
One. Yes.
And this is a turkey chili. It's very low fat. What other health benefits would you say?
High protein. I mean, we have the turkey, the beans, so lots of nutrients just packed in a bowl. So great recipe.
All right, yeah, because I lived off of this for quite a while, for several weeks while going through the exercise program.
Very popular one, yeah, because it's easy to make. Anybody can really make it. So
that's great.
Yeah.
And 20 pounds in 2 months.
Yes, amazing, David. That's amazing. Yes, 20 pounds. Wow.
There's a lot of work,
Completely different person. Yes.
All right, well, let's get started.
All right.
We're just going to start by browning the turkey. This is ground turkey, and this is a lower fat. It's
yes, 93.7. So more protein, less fat, more bang for your buck. So definitely the 93.7 is what is recommended.
That's what we've got here today. So let's go ahead and get it in the pot, and we'll start that browning.
All right.
So I'm just going to start by giving the pot a little pan spray, just so it doesn't stick, but we're not really adding too much fat. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put the ground turkey in there, and we'll just give that a little stir to break it up. Yeah, see, it's starting to change color now. It's starting to cook.
So should you let it just sit for a minute so it browns, or do you recommend stirring it pretty often?
Yeah, it works to let it sit for a minute or two and let the heat start moving through it, and then stir it a little more. That way the heat gets throughout all the meat and it cooks really evenly.
Gotcha. Okay.
It doesn't take long. Well, now that we've got the meat cooking, we can just go ahead and chop up these ingredients. I've got some red peppers. I already removed the seeds before you got here, especially on the jalapenos, so we won't start coughing or eyes watering or none of that.
Okay,
So
great.
if you want to do some peppers, I'll
Yes.
work on the jalapenos and I've got some nice pasilla chilies as well.
I love all the colors.
Yeah.
It makes it better to eat, I feel like. You have all the variety of colors and nutrients in there for sure.
Exactly. Plus, like you say, it looks really nice because people tend to eat with their eyes first.
Yeah, exactly.
You take a look at it and it looks appealing, and then you really want to dive into it.
It's appetizing for sure. Yeah, and all the different colors actually, they represent different nutrients. So that's why it's recommended when you're, eating a salad or just, you want that variety because it's just comes with different nutrients in there.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Colorful veggies. Should we check on the turkey?
Sure. You want to give it a quick stir?
Yeah.
And I'm just going to keep chopping. I love this recipe too because it's really forgiving. I mean, you can just, you don't really have to measure so much, but we're doing 2 of each pepper, 2 red peppers, 2 orange peppers, 2 of the chilies.
Yeah. I don't think you can mess this one up.
No,
I think it's pretty easy
hard.
to make. Yeah. All right. It's looking good.
Awesome.
Okay, I think it might be. What do you think?
Yeah, that's perfect. I think we're good to go.
All right.
I'm just going to keep chopping these till they're done. Now, you could do this in a crock pot, couldn't you?
Oh, yes, definitely. This is, like I said, one of our most popular recipes because you could just do that. You throw everything in the crock pot and then leave it overnight. Or you could put it on high for, a few hours and it's ready. You literally just throw all of these ingredients in there. So it's very easy and delicious. So
Quick, easy, and nutritious.
Yes.
Perfect.
For sure, yes.
In the Fit in 42 program, you have a lot of different recipes available for the nutrition program everyone goes through, correct?
Oh, yes, definitely. We have a bunch of breakfast options, lunch options, dinner options, and they're all like this. We try to make it super simple, easy. Anybody can eat, anybody can make. So, yeah, there's tons of variety. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's a lifestyle, right? You have to enjoy what you're eating. So that is why we definitely make sure you guys are equipped with all of these delicious recipes for the journey that you took.
Yeah, I did. I lived off this stuff for weeks, actually, when I was going through the exercise program, and it's delicious. Actually, sometimes I would heat up this chili and put an egg on top, and it was breakfast. Or sometimes I would just put fresh vegetables on top and just for extra nutrition and do it as a lunch or a dinner.
Yep.
So now that the meat's cooking, I'm just going to go ahead and add 3 cups of chopped onion. And then we'll add the peppers. Well, now that we've got the onions in, let's put all these peppers in as well and give it a stir. I'm just going to bring this over off the heat for a minute.
Perfect.
And we can put all of our peppers in.
Put them up.
Yep.
Put them in.
We're going to fill this pot up.
Yeah.
But it cooks
Love
down,
it.
so
Yeah. The pretty colors.
God, it smells good already.
It does. So we didn't season the turkey at all right now. It's
Not
just,
yet.
Okay.
Actually, what we could do now is put in about 3 tablespoons of chopped garlic. And then if you want to do the honors, I was going to sprinkle in, maybe not all of it. I don't know. I like a lot of seasoning on mine, but
So is this spiciness then? Is this what's going to give it the kick?
a little bit. That's
Okay.
chili powder, but it's the ground California chili powder that you get in the packets at the grocery
Okay.
store, so it's more mild. It's on
Okay.
the mild side.
All right. Well, I like spicy. So
Me too. I'd kind of
I'll
throw the book at it, but
maybe like that.
and then I've got a little cumin as well,
Okay.
and some ground coriander. That kind of warms it
Smells
up.
so good.
That does smell good. And maybe a few good pinches of salt.
Salt.
And a little pepper is help out that spice a little bit. Perfect. And then we're just going to stir this up and put it back on the heat.
Right.
Stir it.
I think I'm making this for dinner tonight.
Yeah.
Good.
Like you said, this really would be a great one for a crock pot. You could just throw it right in.
And the kids love it too. That's what I've heard. It's such a great family meal because it makes a lot and you could just, feed the whole family.
All right, and now I'm also going to throw in, this is a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. And I'm just going to add those to the chili. And that'll give it kind of the moisture that it needs. And then we'll just
Stir it up.
yeah, stir it up and then let that simmer on the stove. Stirring it occasionally, about a half an hour or so, maybe 45 minutes.
Okay, so we'd put this back on the fire and
Yep.
then stir
Exactly.
about 30 minutes.
There we go.
Don't go away. We'll be right back with more of Living Better.
When it comes to improving brain performance, prescription drugs don't work for everyone. In fact, many of us are concerned about the long-term effects of drugs. There is a safe alternative. At Brain Care Performance Center, we offer MERT, a painless, drug-free, non-invasive therapy that helps the brain work more efficiently. MERT reduces anxiety, improves sleep, and improves executive function of the brain. MERT can improve or resolve many common brain conditions. For more information, please give us a call.
Welcome to Gelato Granucci, the little shop with the big flavors.
Where our brilliant flavor designers bring you the art of gelato. Flavors like coffee, strawberry, salted caramel, cookie shot cones, gelato bars, and gelato cannolis. And now Gelato Granucci can be featured at your special event. Our scrumptious gelato will be served to your guests from our vintage cart.
See you soon at Gelato Granucci in downtown Palm Springs.
Looking for a safe and fun outdoor adventure? Then let Palm Springs world-famous Red Jeep Tours transport you to a desert wonderland. Choose from a variety of exciting adventures. Journey through the bones of the earth on our signature San Andreas Fall Tour at our private and exclusive Metate Ranch. Explore narrow-walled slot canyons, a natural palm oasis, and learn about local Native American culture. Red Jeep Tours, offering experiences that engage, educate, and entertain since 1988.
Hi, I'm Henry.
And I'm Steve. Together we represent Exotic Motor Cars here in Palm Springs. For the last 30 years, we've been the Valley's leading supplier of pre-owned exotic, luxury, and classic cars.
Don't just dream it, drive it.
Cornerstone Insurance Services is an independent brokerage firm that represents dozens of insurance carriers for all lines of insurance. We want to be your personal insurance agent to help navigate your best options and benefits.
So now this is starting to bubble a little. We'll just go ahead and stir it periodically until the vegetables get nice and tender.
Every so often for about 30 minutes.
About half an hour
Okay.
should do it, sometimes 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Just depends when the vegetables are nice and soft.
Okay.
And that sure smells good.
So good, yes. All the spices, delicious.
All right, well, I'm just gonna put a lid on that and then we'll just let it cook for a little while.
All right, so we're putting the beans in now.
Yes, let me go ahead and get the lid off there. We're just gonna pour those in. It's been cooking for about 20 minutes or so, and now we're adding the beans. I didn't want them to add right away because we're gonna be cooking this for a while. I didn't want the beans to get soft and fall apart, but
But if it's in the crock pot, it's okay to put everything in there?
yeah,
Okay.
because we're not, in a crock pot, you're not stirring it constantly so they won't break apart.
Okay. Wow.
Mhm. This is gonna be good.
Yes.
All right. Well, now that the turkey chili's been cooking for about half hour, 45 minutes, that's what we've got.
Oh my gosh, that looks delicious.
Look at that.
Wow.
God, that smells good.
So much color and see the beans in there. Delicious.
And then what I did is I have all these pre-prepped vegetables that I brought home from the grocery store, chopped and put in the fridge. I did that every week
Yes.
because it makes it so convenient and you can incorporate all these fresh vegetables
Yep.
into your diet.
Having it prepared, yes.
So what I did is I had, these are my exact containers from home that I prepped all these vegetables in. We've got like radish, tomatoes, green onion, peppers. And so I thought these might be a great topping for the chili and it's a great way to keep adding fresh vegetables into every meal.
Yes, yeah, just having it ready, even just for a salad, throwing, everything on top of spring mix or,
Mm-hmm, exactly.
yeah, quick salad, yes, okay.
All right, so I think we should dish up some of this.
Right, excited, wow, looks so good.
Looks so hearty too.
Yes, it's pretty filling too. You don't need much to fill up because of the, turkey and that's the protein and the beans, which is the carb. So it really does
It's
fill
kind
you
of a
up.
stick to your ribs kind of
Yes.
meal.
All right, so
Well,
we're gonna put some
Yeah, top it with whatever you like. I'm gonna do a little bit
green
of
onion.
radish for some crunch.
I love colors that have more
There you
peppers
go.
in there. Right.
Maybe I'll do a little green onion too. That looks good.
Ooh. Get over here on the
Sure.
radish.
All right, well, now the moment of truth, we get to go ahead and taste this.
Right, I've been looking forward to this. Oh yeah, so good.
That's good. Great meal, nice and nutritious.
There's even some sweetness in there with the bell peppers, I feel. So good, yeah.
A little bit, yeah, kind of rounds out the flavor. Well, thank you for being here today. I really appreciate you coming in and cooking this with me, and
of course,
and also helping me along on my fitness journey and kicking my butt every now and then in the gym. So it's nice.
See you tomorrow, David.
All right, tomorrow morning, bright and early.
Tomorrow morning.
Living Better thanks Dr. Clarence Caldwell and Mindset Masterclass for bringing closed captioning to the hearing impaired.
Welcome to Gelato Granucci, the little shop with the big flavors.
Gelato Granucci's brilliant flavor designers combine only the finest quality ingredients to make unique flavors fresh every day. Flavors like Amarena Sour Cherry, Tiramisu, and Joshua Tree Coffee. We have gelato cakes, gelato cannoli, pops, and pints to go. Located on North Palm Canyon in downtown Palm Springs. Gelato Granucci. Come experience the art of gelato.
Dr. Clarence Caldwell works with people who want a better life. Are you tired of health, career, and money issues? When you see others that seem to have it all, do you wonder, why can't I have that?
You can. If you're ready to overcome the fears that hold you back, increase your confidence, and leverage the power of your emotions, my Mindset Masterclass is exactly what you need. I will personally teach you the skills that I used to move from homelessness to corporate boardrooms. It will work for you too. If you truly want more, join me at my Mindset Masterclass and create the success and fulfillment that you deserve in your life.
Bobby Botina's Mexican and American Grill, now at the River and Rancho Mirage. Bobby Botina's, live entertainment, great food, cool vibes. See you at Bobby Botina's.
Hi, I'm Henry.
And I'm Steve. Together we represent Exotic Motorcars here in Palm Springs. For the last 30 years, we've been the Valley's leading supplier of pre-owned exotic, luxury, and classic cars.
Don't just dream it, drive it.
If you'd like to join thousands of people living better with the all-new lower-cost reverse or retirement mortgage, call Mark and Brian with Reverse Mortgage Works. We are local, licensed, certified professionals. Call to receive your free quote and learn about a retirement mortgage today.
Today, Dr. Caldwell talks to us about money.
Hello and welcome to Mindset Wellness, a place where you will get the keys and even some skill development on how to stop that struggle in the areas of health, wealth, and even relationships and your career. It's so important to have great wellness of mind, simply because you're working on your body, I know, you're working on your diet, you're working on your health, but you need mental health as well. Great mental health means everything. It affects every part of your life. You know, when we think about the elite athletes of the world, many of them, even though they're performing at the highest levels, they have struggles with mental health. I know you've heard some of the stories. I won't recount those for you. But there are other parts of your life that are affected by your mental health as well. The issue of money. Let's talk about money first. We'll talk about health, we'll talk about relationships, we'll talk about career, we'll talk about all of that. But I want to talk about money right now. That's a big item for a lot of people. And I often tell people, if you're broke, money is not your problem. It's usually something else. You see, money is one of those things that we have a mindset around. We think about money in certain ways, and it drives us to behave a certain way around money. Now, the one thing I want you to think about when you think about money, think about it flowing all around you all the time, because it is. Money is everywhere. You see these fancy cars and people are driving these cars, and you see banks on the corners, and this is everywhere. Money is everywhere. It's available to you. There's nothing more special about those people than you. So why are you struggling with money? And even if you're at the height of your financial well-being, there's one thing we all want, and that's just a little bit more, right? Even if you're at the bottom, you want more. If you're at the top, you want just a little bit more. So the mindset wellness around money is important for you to gain just a little bit more. So with this river of money flowing all around you all the time, how are you approaching it? Are you going in with a little teaspoon and pulling out your piece? Why not go in with a bucket or a barrel? Pull out all that it's available to you. See, you have to be available to it, and that means how you think about it. The relationship you have with money is related to how you think about your money. I'll give you a quick story. I was at an airport. I was standing at the ticket counter. 2 men behind me. I looked back. On the floor, there was money between us. I looked at them. They looked at me. We both looked at the money. They didn't move. So what do? I take 2 steps back. I pick up the money and I put it in my pocket. I go back to the ticket counter and I hear this gentleman say, "Hey!" I'm like, uh-oh, maybe that was his. But here's the deal. It was a penny. So you think it's just a penny? Is that what you're thinking right now? Would it be an interesting story if it was a $100 bill or a $20 bill? For me, it didn't matter. See, there's an energy about money flowing in your life. It doesn't matter if it's a $100 bill or a penny. When I looked at the guy that said, "Hey," he said, "Was that penny on heads or tails?" I'd never heard that. He said, "If it was on tails, it's bad luck." Are you kidding me? Let me ask you, when is money flowing in your life ever bad luck? It wasn't for me. You see, that's the mindset. If you are putting a criteria in place that stops money from flowing into your life because it's only a penny, I don't need that. Oh, it's on tails, it's bad luck. You are stopping that money flow. That's the mindset issue. If you're broke, money is not your problem. It's all around all the time. Show up with that barrel and pull it out. See, this is the mindset shift that we're going to be talking about, not only on money, but on health, on all the wellness of your life, but it starts right here. You have a huge world. It's big, but it's really only 6 inches, the distance between your ears. That's where your success lies. That's where the struggle stops. So here's the deal. Here's what I have for you. If you want to start to have money flow in your life, a little more than it is, doesn't have to be major, but a little more than it is, you've got to make the mindset shift. That means you look at money differently. When someone says to you, "It's just a penny," or "that penny is bad luck," get that out of your mind. It flows all the time. I want you to practice that. I want you to notice when people are talking about money in a negative way. You've got to exclude your own language around negativity. You've got to take out, "I don't have enough. It costs too much." Don't say those things. It might be expensive, but don't say it costs too much or "I don't have it." Begin practicing changing your language first. Your language starts in your brain, so your mindset has to shift for your language to change. That's what I want you to do until I see you next time. Join me as we take this journey to mindset wellness together and start living better.
Well, that's our show for this week. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Sandy Newton. We'll see you next time, and here's to living better.